So I was going to record some new book videos today, and I think I still will, but I remembered that this is supposed to be a books and movies channel. And in fact, movies are still the way I like to spend my free time the most. It's probably movies 1, books 2. It's close, but still prefer movies. I just love the visual component. I love the music, the score. I love movie making. And I didn't want to really do like an in-depth review of like the last movie I watched or anything like that. So I just thought, all right, I'll just talk about the last 4 movies I watched. And then I was like, not the most interesting bunch. So I bumped that up to 10. So quickly, I'm going to just talk about the last 10 movies I watched and kind of my quick thoughts. And maybe you can get an idea of the kind of movies I like and how it goes. Starting with number 10, a horror film, Scream 7. I thought Scream 7 was terrible. I am a huge fan of the Scream franchise. I thought Scream 5 was like great, like almost as good, if not better than the original and Scream 2. Scream 6 was like not as good, but still good. And then Scream 7, they went back to the well with Sidney, and I mean, the movie is just bad. Moving on. Project Hail Mary, incredible. I mean, I haven't read the book. Now that I've seen the movie, I don't know that I will read the book. I feel like I got what I wanted from the story in the movie, but the film is incredible. I can't say anything that hasn't been said before. It was heartwarming, heartbreaking, epic story, surprising story. But yeah, Project Hail Mary was great. Next, I saw Inside the Manosphere, which is Louis Theroux, I think I'm pronouncing that right, documentary that he posted to, my cat's looking at the camera, that came out on Netflix. And yeah, it's as bad as you probably think it is. Not the documentary, the Manosphere, is said in the title. Louis Theroux is an interesting documentarian. He does a really good job at dealing with the type of people he deals with in this documentary. Anyways, I recommend it. It's a pretty important topic right now. But yeah, moving on. I watched the sequel to Ready or Not 2, Here I Come, which is a fantastic title. But the movie itself, I mean, it just had no chance. There was no way it could live up to how great, in my opinion, the first one is. I mean, you say, I'm going to make a horror movie about hide and seek, and people, I mean, I remember seeing the announcement of that, and I thought, that sounds like the stupidest movie I've ever heard of. And then they pulled it off. They made like a really fun, bloody horror film with one of the craziest, satisfying endings ever. And yeah, the second movie just had no chance of living up to that. It's fine, but just like not as good. The drama was one of those controversial films that came out, and you either landed on you loved it or you hated it. Naturally, I'm in between, but closer to loved it. I thought the performances were great. I thought Zendaya and Robert Pattinson were really good, and I thought it handled the controversial topic. I thought it handled it pretty well, to be honest, as well as it can be handled. It's pretty touchy. Next up is Super Mario Galaxy. It's another one where a lot of people really didn't like it, and I just don't want to say I don't understand it, but for me, it's not. The first one's still better, but it's just about as good as the first one. It was a good movie. My kid liked it. What can I say? Faces of Death. I have no relationship to the original Faces of Death. Of course, I had heard of it, but I've never seen it. So I went to this completely blind, and my understanding is that this. Not even my understanding. After watching the film, you understand that this isn't like a remake. It just kind of uses the Faces of Death name and that old film, to kind of propel the plot forward. It's kind of a motivational thing that the killer in the film uses. I thought the film was really good, actually, and I thought there were some really cool scenes in it, particularly one scene where the killer and the protagonist are searching for each other online, and they do kind of a split screen right down the middle, and you're watching them both search for each other. I thought that was really well done and really, really fun to watch. Next up, The Mummy, or should I say Lee Cronin's The Mummy. This film, unfortunately, as all horror films do these days, was promoting itself as like the craziest, scariest, bloodiest thing you've ever seen. It does not live up to that at all. It does have like one or two pretty messed up scenes, but the story's like pretty basic. I mean, it's basically The Exorcist. They should have called it The Mummy: The Exorcist. It was fine. Then I watched Thrash on Netflix. I wasn't going to watch this, but then I saw a couple people talking about it online, and it caught my interest. And I saw like a quick clip of it. This film is not as bad as you might think a shark film on Netflix would be, but it's not that great either. It's kind of just like kind of campy, but not campy enough. It's fine. And then last but not least, the wide release of last week, and probably still going to be, might still be number one at the end of this weekend, is Michael, the Michael Jackson biopic. And on this one, all I can say is, like, if you like Michael Jackson, if you like his music, you're probably going to like this movie. And I think people's complaints about it are valid. I think it is a very standard, basic biopic. But the music is just undeniable. And the movie also ends in 1988. The story only goes up to 1988. So it kind of ends before some of the more controversial topics. It sounds like they're going to do a sequel. They're going to make a sequel to this film. And so that one, I think, would be a more interesting film because it's going to cover more interesting topics. But yeah, those are the last 10 films I've watched. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments, maybe. I don't really know how this works, but thanks.